Maybe you have been wondering how can you think out of the box and be creative, and if the answer is yes, then this episode is really for you. Well, this week the sample video that we have made is probably one of the most creative homemade video I ever watched, and I really love it so much. Hey mobile filmers, welcome back to Make Your Own Video episode number 3. Okay, my name is Kelvin from Mobile Filming School. Okay, over the past 2 weeks, I understand probably some of you might already did some video and then you are enjoying, I hope. Okay, I also hope that the framework has been benefiting you. And of course, I also anticipate you guys may have other problems and challenges as well. Okay, so don't worry. This week, if you are facing the problem, like for example, you are running out of ideas what to shoot, okay, or probably you do not have any more subject that you want to shoot, or you do not want yourself to be in that camera, okay, then this week we'll talk about creative videos and we will actually help you to address some of it. And before we go any further from here, so do subscribe to us and click to the notification bell to get our latest updates, so we will continue to do more contents like how-to video, and we will also share you what are our favorite tools and apps as well. Well, we know to make a great video, it may not be that easy, even with a framework, okay? But at least a framework to give you some of the step-by-steps and guides so that throughout the whole process, it becomes slightly much easier for you. Okay, so we continue to encourage you to do more videos, practice it again and again. I'm sure you'll become better. This week's topic is about how to film something creative. Well, creativity is really a big part of our life and our business as well. We love it because a good piece of creative art or an idea, it tends to make people remember it for long. Okay, so this week we actually made a sample video. We love it because it's really sweet and simple and really creatively done. So let's take a look at the sample video. Wow, is it nice? I really love it so much because the video really humanized the bear and then it connects me at my emotional level. So, oh, by the way, if let's say you're working on a brand and you want to connect emotionally to your audience, I can probably share you a little bit tips by almost towards the end of this video, so stay tuned with us. So first, let's take a look of the framework and then how you can actually use it so that you can actually make your own creative video. Step number 1, find your reason or your motivation. Well, lately I have been reminded with this phrase again: love what you do and do what you love. So go find your own reason, make sure you enjoy of this process, making this creative video. You will love it, and then you will not find it difficult after all. So again, the way I look at it, you have a strong motivation is almost like the strongest assurance that you can make this video. Step number 2, pick a topic. Well, in the framework, we actually mentioned about how do we pick a topic that is easier so that it's actually not too difficult for you to do. So this week's topic is a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure you can do it as well. You see, this week, the topic is a little bit challenging because we want to do it a little bit more creatively. Okay, creatively pick something, humanize it, and then make a video and connect with the audience. So this is where the trick is, but I'm sure you can do it. So I'm giving you a few tips how you can actually do it creatively. Well, tip number 1, when you look for that something as your subject, make sure you look for it's already a bit human-like. Okay, so like a teddy bear, it's easy, right? So for example, you don't look for a chair. A chair is so hard for you to humanize it. Okay, so don't go with it. Okay. Tip number 2, it's you have to think as if like he is a human. So he has thoughts, he has emotion, he has feelings as well. That is tip number 2. Tip number 3, give it something to do. Okay, it's like a story. For example, look at this sample video. It's a story about the bear, how he actually spends the day. Okay, if you want to start for you, want to make it so much easier, you don't do like so many things in that video. Maybe just one thing, okay? You pick that bear, for example, let's say, that bear, okay, and then he wants to pick something from the drawer. That's it. That is a A point, that's a B point, that is already a story. So, and then you are good with it already. So go pick this topic, understand it, and then start to plan for your shot in step number 3. So you already have an idea about your topic. Now it's about how do you plan the shot creatively. So in this part, we have a few tips that I can share with you. But tip number 1 is about camera movement. Take a look at this sample video. The opening scenes actually she used to slowly tilt up to reveal the story. I think this is really brilliant. But many of us, we love camera movement, but make sure move it with purpose. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, you need to plan a series of actions and make it into sequence so that it tells story. So in this example, you see the first shot's on the bed, the second shot by the window, and then the third shot in the toilet. It actually tells a story. So make a sequence by different actions and put it up together, and then your shot will tell story. Tip number 3, multiple shots. So look at this sample, how creatively that it is being done from different angles and different distances as well. So your audience would definitely love to watch video like this because it's not boring. Step number 4, start shooting. So in this part, I only have a few tips for you. One is the tools I'm going to use. Most of the time is your handheld. Okay, we love handheld because it's fast, it's easier, and it's actually more convenient as well. So, but of course, I understand some of the time you do not have an extra hand, then you need to have a mini tripod or a flexible tripod to help you. Okay, tip number 2, light source. Of course, every single video, the quality, it depends on how good is your light source. So make use of the natural light source. On this part, I have additional 2 tips. Lights also has direction and lights also have colors as well. So explore a little bit from here, and then you see how creatively you can actually make use of the color and also the direction of the light. Okay, and tip number 3, audio, sound. Okay, so in this sample video, it doesn't have any net sound from there. So if you think you can actually do it even better than this one, you can even try to capture the sound that whatever is generating from that action. So put it into that video so you actually have a more sensational feelings from your video, from visual, from the audio, and also from the sound as well. So that's all the few tips I'm going to share with you in this part. Step number 5, editing. Okay, so in creative video editing is a little bit more complicated, but don't worry. That's why we are here to give you some of the tips so that it actually makes it easier for you. Alright, tip number 1. Doing a creative video is like there is a story inside, so sequencing is really important. Whatever shots that you actually put next to next, it has to make sense and the logic must be there. For example, look at this. The first shot on the bed, okay? The second shot by the window. The third shot in the toilet. So it tells a story. Try to imagine, reshuffle these shots. The first shot you see in the toilet, and then the second shot on the bed, and then the third shot by the window. It doesn't make sense. It lost the story. So I'm sure you get it. Okay. The second tip is about sequencing also. Try not to put the shot next to next, which has a similar distance and also a similar angle. That doesn't look nice. Okay. The third tips I'm going to share with you is you have to dare to trim your shot. You see, when you tell a story with multiple shots, each of these shots doesn't need to be long. For example, in this sample, there is this part where the teddy bear is doing the exercise, the yoga. Okay, I love it so much. Alright, so every single shot is actually a short clip, but all add up together, it gives you enough ample of time to understand what that story about. So imagine that if every single clip is long, that's boring. I'm sure you get it again. Alright, music, yes, pick a right music, really important. But of course, a lot of people ask us, is there a hard rules to follow to pick a music? It's really subjective, but just one small tip to share with you. Music is actually all about feelings and emotions. So long the music that you pick has a feeling or the emotion matches with your story or with your video, then that will do already. Okay, and last but not least, color grading. Well, I love color grading, but I hate over color grading. The come with filter usually are very heavy, so use it wisely. And my call, natural color grading, subtle color grading is the key. Okay, so that's all I want to share with you about editing part. Step number 6, post it on social media and share it with love. So in this part, I only have one small tip to share with you. In the caption there, do express yourself, write your positive message that you want to convey, because this will make someone's day. Well, before we wrap up this whole session, there's one last thing very important I must share with you, because without this, you may not be able to make this video successfully. And that thing is, aware of when we shoot something is actually harder in terms of like communicating the emotions and feelings compared to film a person. A person has expression, okay, so it's actually easier. But look at this example. We are filming that teddy bear. Notice that the teddy bear only has one expression. Okay, so that's why relatively it's actually harder. So my suggestion to you is you need to make use of whatever things that actually can help to generate the kind of emotions and feelings. Okay, example, the first one, we talk about multiple angles. Angles give different people emotions and feelings as well. Number two, music plays a very important role. Number three, color. Warm color, cold color, sweet color give different people of different feelings and emotions as well. And last but not least, actually some of the decorative items may help in that sense as well. Okay, hey, in our earlier video we talked about how important it is to be able to connect with your audience at the emotional level, and these play a same important role in terms of brand building as well, the way they look at it. So it's just a humble suggestion from ourselves, and we realize that, you see, people do not subscribe to things because things does not have emotions, and things does not have a belief, things does not have core value. So that's why humans relatively is really hard to connect with a thing. Okay, if let's say a brand, they only talk about products and products and products, so it's a thing. Okay, so that's why it's really hard for us to connect with it. So if you want your brand to be able to connect with your audience at an emotional level, you need to imagine your brand like a person. So it has belief, it has a core value, so that people will have something to subscribe to. Okay, so this is just our humble sharing, a little bit tips, and do leave us a comment if you want to find out more, understand more about this one. Then we can prepare some of the content. We talk more about branding and video and this part as well. Hope that today's sessions we actually give you a lot of beneficial information and tips as well. I know it sounds a little bit hard, but I encourage you, do it. I have faith in you, and make this video and post it to your social media. Hashtag Mobile Filming School, hashtag make your own videos, and then hope that we can find you and then win yourself a free one-to-one coaching session with us. Okay, so if you like us, please subscribe to our channel and click onto the notification bell, and I'll see you next week.